And you know what? This episode is about maturity.
No.
You and I, this entire season 4, have talked about hoary cheerleaders, slutty witches. But now, you know what, Joseph? I'm tired of insulting women. I am tired of the storylines giving us this perverted atmosphere of these men just oogling over these women.
Amen.
You know what could happen if sometimes you go a little too far? This episode tells us, because my God, did I learn lessons.
I felt like I got dumber after watching this.
This episode.
It was like that scene in Billy Madison when he gives his really long and intuitive answer. And the guy's like, that made absolutely no sense. I think we're all dumber for having heard it.
That's exactly what this episode defines. And if you are a frequent listener and you are deciding to continue with this episode and listening to us,
God bless you.
I think you're a psychopath. This episode is already a nominee for worst piece of crap I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, it's kind of unreal because I watched it and halfway through I was like, I want this episode to end already.
Did you know
and
that?
And then I looked and it still was halfway done.
And somebody out there is probably going to like yell at us right now, but
that's fine.
This was a telenovela. This was like just the soap opera atmosphere where they might as well have had like the dramatic turns. Well,
they do that.
No, but even worse, like the...
with the music really going with it?
Yes, and they do the music here in the beginning as well as in another scene. And the music, and I just heard this from a friend, it sounds a lot like the softcore pornos that they would play on HBO at night on Thursday. I don't know the exact day, but my buddy told me Thursdays was the night.
Who's your buddy?
Jim.
Jimothy?
Yeah.
All right. I totally agree on the softcore porn.
This
that's
this whole thing is just a softcore porn. I was waiting for the saxophone. Playing in the background. I was really hoping this was going to go somewhere. And then when I saw the very beginning, I go, damn it, this is that Loft movie where they all did this and the 5 buddies own that loft together and this exact thing happened.
What, without a paddle?
Is it without? No, it's not without a paddle. No. No, there's really a movie called The Loft where it's 5 guys use this penthouse suite and a girl ends up murdered there. They all use the penthouse suite to sleep with other women other than their wives. And so then it turns into a murder mystery of who killed her.
Infidelity meets homicide.
Yeah. I can't remember the ending because I turned it off. So, but I know that was a movie very similar to this masterpiece we got here tonight.
You know, someone on IMDb reviewed this. It's a featured review on this episode. They put it a 7. And then the summary, or I guess tagline of the review is Lex's bad treatment of women.
Yeah, he's horrible to women. I'm not, you know what? We're not going to
gave it a 9, Taylor.
We're not going to spoil anything because whenever we get to the treatment of Lex and women, just know he is awful. He is the worst person alive.
It's pretty
Smallville is going to be talking about him forever. And you know what? No female should ever like Lex again. And that includes you, Lana. Speaking of trash.
Dude, I already told you this earlier, but no. Let's talk about, we've had our episodes where we pretty much get nothing as far as development in the story and the characters.
We call them filler.
You used to be Filler Tuesdays, but
Naruto calls that every episode.
One Piece. Or maybe, I don't know. Apparently One Piece has a lot of canon.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that.
Yeah, people's pitch to me in that show is, come on, Taylor, there's over 1,000 episodes. Okay, I don't want to watch now.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm now out.
Thanks.
And so, yeah, they're the filler episodes, right? And then for some reason, they tend to just put that little piece of relevant, very canon type of info in the episode.
For this one, though, you can just read about it. You don't need to watch it.
For this one, they give us that piece once again in the shape of Lana Lang and her stupid Adam possession tattoo, a.k.a. I'm wet.
And you know, with last episode and the Slutty Witches, we thought, or I was upset, that this would not be continuing, and I knew it would be. However, I was not expecting so soon. I did not know that this is going to carry in the very next episode, meaning that I'm on episode 9 here. I'm fully expecting it to last for the rest of the season with Lana and the Slutty Witches. I'm sorry, Slutty Sanderson sisters. I can't use that word. Slut is not the word we use today.
Dude.
Women who put out. There.
Lana doesn't put out, though.
Hand stuff. We have been through this.
No, dude. Hey, you know, what is this song that plays? What is this techno song? Like the softcore porno song that you're talking about?
I think it's from a movie called Backdoor Sluts 9. Because I don't know where else this would be found besides a movie such as that. Again, my friend told me about that. I did not know about it. But apparently this music sounds exactly like that.
Dude, it's so spot on with that comparison. Oh my god, I found it.
Bend over.
This is where you're just seeing like them putting furniture on the wall, right? Like really struggling.
No,
near
this
the wall.
is after they say, looks like you dropped something. And then this music drops, and then the undoing of pants begins.
Right here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the episode is called Bound,
That's
right?
usually the song of the doggy style.
The climax.
Yeah, the climax, you know, gotta go with the beat.
And they are going with the beat.
They are going with the beat. By the way, this is all mature. People may be confused.
Yeah, this is mature content.
This is the episode. They are bringing this to us. We are just explaining it in only the best way we know how.
Now, we fully understood what they were doing. Like, we knew what they were trying to do.
Did we?
No, we did.
I don't think I
This was the whole point. They wanted us to really decipher it this way.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Got it. All about it.
Yeah, late 90s Skinamax type thing.
Yeah. Channel 61.
Bam!
Yeah.
That's all I kept thinking about, too, was Kanye West's song. When he just screams Bound in Bound 2.
Oh.
See, this is called Bound, so what if Kanye's song was part 2?
This episode should have been called Bind.
Bind?
Yeah.
Because Lex is in a bind?
Exactly, but also...
Bind it up?
Or it could have been called Bondage. So maybe they wanted to call it that, and then they decided against it. Because we both know Lex is into some freaky shit, apparently.
It's what it seems like. Like, all of a sudden... We're just getting this weird, misogynistic type of Lex.
Yeah.
Because for all the time we've actually seen him here, he's been like having relationships.
Yeah. With not the people that Lex describes. Or, I'm sorry, Lionel describes.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. I can't spoil that.
That's true, yeah.
That's
we'll
easily one of my favorite parts. But, I don't know what this whole thing was. I am still lost. I
feel
don't get it.
You know what vibes I got was that like him and his dad used to just grab women together.
When he was what, like 15?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he really groomed him. Like he had him watch and then he started participating.
This is the definition of being groomed.
Yeah.
I think the fact that you're doing the exact same thing, and I'm not even going to tell you what we're doing here, but the things that you are copying your father with are signs of grooming.
You know, I couldn't think of a better relationship when it comes to father and son, you know? Like, you have Mark and his dad, Omni-Man. You know, you have... Who else?
Would you rather have Omni-Man as your father or Lionel?
How are they equally as bad?
Think about it.
And yet one is superpower.
One is superpower that's going to live forever, and you're still debating. Well, wait, those 20 years with Lionel, Jesus.
Dude.
Oh, wait, no, if we're Lex, so that would mean, what is he at? 30?
He's like 24 now.
Well, we're going to say 30.
Because he was 21 when the show started. So if we're going to go by year-wise, which it has been, I guess, canonically, he's like 24, 25.
I like to round up, so we'll say 30 to even it out.
Okay. You're rounding so up. All right. But look, I'm thinking Lionel might be worse than Omni-Man.
He may be. At least Omni-Man tried to lie. All right, back to the wonderful episode of Bound.
Yeah, Bound. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
We're on Bound. Episode 9 of Season 4, Smallville. Two nerdy idiots back again to give you a wonderful review of this dog shit episode. Just kidding.
Masterpiece.
IMDb really has this rated at 7.5.
Yeah.
Who is rating these?
You know who's...
Oh, wait, this is the series.
You know who's
Sorry.
rating these, Joseph? The ones who have gone through this. The victims. And everything that we see in this episode can be shown in real life. And you know what? They need to show this episode in all health education courses. And everyone needs to learn what you don't do. Because if you do this, a psycho will come out.
That's right. All I know is this is rated 7.6, and
Okay. All right.
and I'm just mad. I'm really mad about it. But yeah, somebody save me, podcast.
Someone rated it a 9. The music is amazing.
Yo, who did the soundtrack? Give them a 10 out of 10. Give them a raise. Guy's already probably in the next studio doing the softcore.
Yeah, it's definitely a German guy, though, that made this beat.
That is that type of vibe. But Somebody Save Me podcast is back again. Another wonderful week of Smallville. Please follow us on everything. Please. Please. And then leave us the 5 stars.
But yeah, give us the 5 stars, because it has to be reminded the 5 stars represents the 5 women that Lex mistreated.
That's right.
You don't want to discredit any of the women.
Yeah.
So if you give us 3 stars, you're discrediting 2.
Yeah.
You
And
give us 5
You
stars.
better come with an explanation of why you discredited the 2.
But if you give us the 5 stars, you stand with us and the women who are victims of the one night stand.
Let's get into it, man. Let's start the one night stand, bro. We come to, it's a charity?
It's a charity banquet is how I was able to put this down, because it is in a very fancy ballroom type of business atmosphere.
It's like a museum building.
Either way, I feel like there's a dance floor at the bottom.
Yeah.
Instead, it's people in suits, black dresses, could be a black tie affair. And now we see that everybody has friends except Lex. Lex is by himself drinking the champagne, saying, I just want to get some. Women are behind him. I'm going to say that they are checking him out.
They were definitely checking him out.
And Lex says, too old for me. Walks over to the counter that is overlooking the bottom of the floor. Again, this is a huge building. Finishing his champagne, when all of a sudden, Lex notices a girl biting her lip and staring at him from afar.
Yeah. And
this is how I met your mother.
Yeah, good pun, because it's actually Cobie, what's her last name? Smulders.
Yeah.
Smulders. Weird.
She's also in Avengers.
Yep. And we have a reason to bring up Marvel. She's Agent Hill.
It's actually a character,
Maria
so
Hill.
It's the only reason why. Otherwise, go to hell.
Also was in How I Met Your Mother, obviously. She played Robin.
Yes.
Robin.
Minor character, right?
Yeah, not one of the main 5.
By the way, How I Met Your Mother is such an argument with me and other people. It's insane. It's probably one of the most overrated shows on planet Earth. If you're out there and you're a fan, I will find you, because that show is not good. Whenever you think of shows such as Friends, New Girl, Office, anything, it is so much better than How I Met Your Mother.
hot take. I can't say anything to that though because I actually never watched that show.
It's awful. And
I think I've seen it in passing, but it's not like I'm really paying attention.
Everyone's defense is Barney's great. Barney doesn't carry the whole show when it's about one couple and then a guy who sucks. Who's supposed to be the main
He's
character.
actually pretty much Lex in this episode.
He's in this episode too?
No, he's pretty much Lex in this. Like in the show, as his character Barney, he's pretty much Lex and Bound.
No. This isn't Barney. This is the main guy. Barney's just the side guy. The main guy who nobody likes and who nobody can name, that's who I'm referring to. The one who actually ends up with Robin after Robin tells him stories about how many men she's had sex with. How I Met Your Mother sucks. Let's get back to the episode.
Yeah, so it's Cobie Smulders. She's playing this random chick in a dress.
Red dress, looking good.
Looking really good. And
But she vanishes.
It caught Lex's eye, and he's like, where'd she go? Oh, my God. And he sees her now on the lobby floor, and they're making eye contact again, smiling at each other. It's clearly obvious, hey, come talk to me.
It's obvious.
Chase me, follow me.
Instead of the glass slipper on the staircase, she leaves her pair of panties. So it's very obvious what she is asking Lex for right now.
Is that what she did? I forgot. I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see it? Deleted scene.
Oh, okay.
Lex then wanting, you know what? I love a chase. Then decides to follow her, goes down the stairs. He turns to the left, and what does he see?
Nothing. He does not see his lady. Oh! Until he turns around and he sees her after he twists it around like twice.
So he walks up to her and she's listening to music?
Yeah, she's listening to like an MP3 player, I guess. All of a sudden.
The reason why I actually wanted to pause it just to let you know what I thought.
Where was she hiding that?
No, what I thought she was doing, I thought two things. One is that it was a museum and she was listening to a piece of art. And two, I didn't think she spoke English. And so they were doing the translation in her language. So I actually was giving her the benefit of doubt, thinking, okay, this is going to be related. Instead, no.
No, it's like actually the most simple and dumbest thing you could think. Oh, yeah, she's just listening to a shitty MP3 player, and it's a random song. Like, it's hers. It's pink. And
I was going to say, let's be specific on the color here because that is important. A pink, shitty MP3 player is what she is listening to. Lex walks up and he has the perfect line. What are you listening to?
Yeah. And it's creepy too because he turns around. She's like, oh, there you are. Like expecting him, obviously. And he's all up in her face like, what are you listening to?
I'm listening to my favorite song. You want more?
Yeah, that's the dumbass song we're playing earlier.
All right, so I got to get this right for you. So she touches his face. Lex and her are listening to this porno music.
Yes, together.
As they are still looking in each other's eyes, I have to do this right. At minute 2:32, it's only for a frame, but something flashes across the screen. Did you see that, Joseph?
What the hell is that?
You like that?
Wait, what was that?
It's only for... I can't even rewind it, by the way, to get it. It's that fast. They said it was on a frame of the episode, but it is... something that pops up a black screen where you're hoping it says Dark Side is, but it does not. Instead, it just says no data.
Oh, so you know what it says.
Yes. And it was just an error or something that was mixed into the episode. But look, and you got it. You got to take a picture of that because I won't be able to get that.
No data. What the hell? Why did they have one frame of that?
Again, it had to be a mistake is what I'm guessing, because everyone says it's not a part of the episode, nor is it supposed to be there. But how weird. How weird that this is actually something that flashed. And again, I thought whenever he was listening to the MP3 player that this was a part of the music. And I was like, ooh,
yeah.
Ooh, is he going into a trance? Oh, do we have brainwave again?
I couldn't remember, yeah, because how it really played out in this episode. I was thinking brainwash type of thing already.
Yes.
Like maybe she was in some way.
And that kind of gave me that, where turns out it meant nothing, and instead we're just getting now a shot of Metropolis City, like I said, like they do on Thursday nights on HBO, 11 p.m. I don't know who told me that.
Oh, we're going to the 38th floor, or 40th.
Yeah, 40th. He only was
And
in
we're
that
just
street.
caressing and gripping and touching on each other, getting all
Yeah, that's what I do
hot
in the
and bothered.
elevator.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want people watching.
Oh yeah, dude. Lip action, tongue action. Oh,
And
we're pushing each other on the walls.
Yeah, I like it when
By the
you
way,
do
before
that.
this, Lex was like, "Hey,
I like the taste of your ear.
Yeah, Lex is biting and licking ear. This guy is a little freak boy. He liked the taste, but beforehand, he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" She's like, "Does it really matter? Just put it in me."
Yeah, that's exactly what she says.
Do you want the wisdom that wise men revere?
That's the song lyrics here, because now we are getting on once again another shot of her undressing, taking off the dress.
Now it's like Basic Instinct, or what is it? Basic Instinct, Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, whichever one you want at this point, because he's
Whatever
just watching.
Whatever you want to fantasize about.
He is just watching as she now undresses, jumps on top of him. Now they're in the bed completely naked, and it's dark, and it's blue in the
Private
background.
parts are touching each other.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. I really hope they use protection.
Yeah, seriously.
Going into the next morning, we now have the champagne bottle still sitting on the counter. As we float over to the bed that Lex is laying in, the dress is still on the floor. A knock at the door. It can only be one person. A maid who decides to just walk her ass into the room.
Consuela. Superman, he not here.
No,
he not here. No.
Lex awakes after the lady decides to barge in.
Yeah,
and,
she screams.
And what does she see?
There is a dead girl in the bed. And it already, did you pause on her face when Lex is freaking out? He had no idea. He just woke up. But that was clearly not the same girl.
Yeah, it was not even close to the same person.
Yeah, like they show it for a split second, but I'm like, I already know that's not the same girl.
The girl looks smaller too.
Yeah.
Like in height. She looked like
That's
she was
true.
smaller.
Yeah.
And that's also where the red flags began. But like I said, once I saw that beginning, I said, oh no.
Club Zero Part 2.
It meant I was in for an awful treat.
Dude.
It was like I ate the Harry Potter jelly beans and I got booger.
Or vomit.
Vomit's awful. Rotten egg is even worse.
Ooh.
Oh, it can make people.
Those aren't fun candies.
Yes, they are.
No, they are
You just
not.
gotta pick the right one. Booger or juicy pear, dude. If you get juicy pear, you win the lottery. It's so good,
dude.
You're crazy. And the other one that I love,
I just hate the fact that the chances I'm gonna eat some diapers or something.
blueberry or mouthwash or toothpaste is what it is.
I wouldn't mind that.
It's not bad at all.
It's like it's spearmint.
You get a win-win, whichever side you want. See, you're just a baby. You don't get it.
I don't.
Muggle.
Shit. All I know is Consuela didn't have to scream like that. She came in there, okay, mister, I'm going to clean up.
I will say, because yes, Consuela did not have to do that. I will say, though, I thought immediately Lionel did it.
At this point, we got to assume that.
I go, Lionel's just trying to set him up. He's just going to be going down for murder.
Looks like Lionel got a good little plotting time in prison.
I do have to even ask you, Joseph, who would even believe that Lex committed a crime at this point, that it wasn't his father involved? Who would believe this? Who is like, oh yeah, Lex, you really did this? After Lex is like, what? No, it would never be me. It's my father. I'm probably going to believe him.
Yeah.
You know,
but then again, also, it's happened so much. Maybe it's like people would still think, okay, I think both of them are just as messed up or something.
So you're just saying put them both in?
Yeah.
Lock them both away?
Yeah, because if I just keep hearing about Luthers, I'm just be like, okay, this whole family just sucks. Like,
well, Mom was keeping it together. And
when he was 8?
Listen, that was a tough household.
Don't talk about Lillian, bro.
Well,
Don't talk about the other LL.
Sorry.
The actual cool one.
Sorry, let's not bring her up yet.
Oh, I like it because I am going to talk about that too.
Good, because we're outside the police station right now, and his attorney has just busted Lex out.
Yeah, and what did you notice off top?
That she had red hair and that he's had sex with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. I immediately put that in my notes.
So let's leave that in the air. We'll leave that in there.
Oh, do we have to?
Yeah,
we
no.
automatically know he had sex with her.
No, dude. Spoiler.
That's a spoiler.
Billionaire Lex Luthor was released today on a $5 million bail. God darn, bro. What?
We see.
Goddamn, $5 million.
We then see, though, that Lex and his attorney are watching this, report of the film, showing them that they are now coming out of that police station. So Lex is just watching himself while listening to the news. It's very conceited.
Corrine is her name.
Her name is the Barracuda.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because she smells like fish.
So they're watching the recap of the coverage. And Corine's just like, you want to tell me? Give me the details. You got to tell me off everything.
I didn't kill her.
All right. It's like, you're not paying me off just to prove you're not. What is it?
You're not paying me off just to, or actually she even says, I don't care what you are either way. You're paying me in order to get you off.
Yeah.
So I need you to tell me, were you drinking last night and are you forgetting anything?
And he's like, yeah, I was drinking. But he clearly is like, it was a fundraiser at the hotel. We had champagne.
Is it possible that you were drugged?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Well, if you were drugged, then it would be in that blood test I had you take. In the meantime, you're going to have to try and remember anything you can about this girl. You can call me Barracuda. Brr.
I can't. He says already, I can't. Taylor.
She had a pink MP3 player.
We listened to it together. I don't remember anything else.
Her dress is red.
I think it was a woman.
A man could have been mixed in. We wouldn't have known.
Who we wouldn't have known. Dude, this is already very big. Wait, is this strike 2 or 3? Because Lex is already messing up with his first move on her.
No, he's fine. This is strike.
What are you listening to?
I'm okay with that. Again, she may have been listening to the art piece.
So this is the first strike where he's like, all right, I need you to tell me everything you can about this girl. And remember, he's like, I can't. She had a pink MP3 player though.
Yes, this would be strike number 1.
All right, cool.
Where the Barracuda even says, pink MP3, that wasn't on the evidence list. The Barracuda never misses anything.
Are you sure that she had it with her at the hotel? Tell me more about this pink MP3 player. What songs?
And now Lex is a little confused. Security guards then walk in.
Oh my God,
here
bro.
we go.
This is strike 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, let's be equal. This is strike 2.
Dude.
Within 30 seconds later.
So they get interrupted, right, for the office door. And a security guard walks in. He's walking in someone who, oh, excuse me, Corrine, it's the DA. It looks like an assistant, right? It's Cobie Smulders. It's the same girl from the night before with her slick back, tied up ponytail and glasses and in a little professional outfit. She got a suit on.
I know we've already said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Ugh, the ponytail and the glasses. Ugh.
Yeah, what is this, Scabby Abby all over again?
Okay, Scabby Abby was gross. Let's not go back there.
You said Uggo specifically.
Yeah, but 10 feet away.
Restraining order based only on
I need the Barracuda to eat her.
Barracuda, do your job. By the way, yeah, Lex is the true
strike
piece of shit. He's a piece of shit, bro. That is her, and of course, Lex is looking right at her. And there's like, "Thank you, Shannon. I'll handle that. You stay put, Lex. I don't want the media circus doing anything with you. We don't want you saying anything stupid. So just chill out."
Hey, you want to know when I would fire my attorney? Is right here. And now Lex responds to her. Your bedside manner needs work. I'm not here to hold your hand, Lex. You want a hug? Call your mother. You're fired. You're gone.
And he makes a face too.
You're gone. Because here's the thing too, and this is where I even put in my notes. I'm questioning now the Barracuda. The Barracuda would have known that. If you are taking on Lex as a client, you know that his mother has passed. Here's the other side of this. Even if, let's say that you did know and that it was a mistake, it makes it worse because you knew.
She sucks either way.
You're fired.
You're fired. But
I was disgusted. The Barracuda, strike 1.
Strike one for... She sucks all around. We don't need to talk about her like that.
No. Is it because she ate Nemo and his family?
It's because she's a woman, dude, and we treat them well.
Going to now...
I love that...
The Marshal?
The Marshal comes in, Clark Kent, and he's already just like, what's going on here, huh? He's like totally lost, and they all walk out. And he's like, Lex, what's up, man? He's like,
I see you saw my...
walk of shame.
And that is why he
So
assumes...
Lex is the slut.
Yeah. In this case, did you not see him following the Barracuda? He was behind her.
Oh.
Yes. Clark then asks, how are you holding up? Not so great, actually, but thanks for asking. I trust you're here as a friend. Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, because Clark immediately doesn't even answer. They just says, just tell me you didn't do it, bro. Come on.
Lex then looks at him in the eye. I met a girl at the opera, Clark. I took her to a hotel. I didn't kill her. Clark, okay. All right. Who was she?
Okay, cool. Who was she?
I don't know. Wait. You slept with a woman, but you didn't know her name? Lex, this is a new low. I don't know if I can take this.
Yeah, this is where we're going to really draw a line.
It's Clark.
It's one of those nights, man, you know, like you meet somebody, you just get caught up in the moment.
Put it in her.
She said to do it, and I said, yes, ma'am.
I'm guilty of that, but I'm not a murderer. It was my father. He's framing me. Now, Clark, no, your father's in prison, Lex.
Okay, this is my thing, though. Like, Clark, really, we're not going to possibly buy that?
You really think that it matters that he's in prison, Clark? We've seen him blow up a house.
Yeah.
What?
He hired a killer. Remember, the ripoff T-1000.
Yeah.
The Ginsu boy.
Yeah, but that boy just needed to be loved.
Did he?
Well, and that's what Lionel...
Well, he got some warm loving in that lava he went into.
Yeah, he doesn't even exist anymore. Thanks to Lois!
Yeah, he's probably someone's, like, steel beam in their tower.
Yep, Miss Lois.
I miss Lois very much. Another episode where she's gone, and it's truly missed.
I'm not gonna lie. This episode, yep.
We could have had some Lois.
I could have had John, and I would have been happier.
Yeah, so Clark's like, well, Lex, yeah, you make a good point, huh? And Lex just walks out. Clark has a little airhead moment in the office, and then we cut scene. So Lex just ditches him inside his mansion.
He just walked over in order to get more fruit. And
right,
then
you're ready for the wet dream?
Okay. So
notice my pun there because tattoo, wet dream, aka nightmare here.
And they thought
wet nightmare.
And the audience must have thought you were being inappropriate. But this episode, remember, 5 stars because we fight with you.
Yeah, what the hell, dude?
Yeah. Okay, but let's get to the wet dream.
Yeah.
Lana.
Favorite part. Ooh, look at that red lace.
Okay. All right, man. We were right there.
I'm sorry. All right.
Nope. No take backs.
So we're going to dream, and now we're getting the perspective of Countess Isabel Margaret Thoreau.
We get last episode. So you know what? We're not going to talk about the scene because you have to be watching last week's spell in order to understand
this is true.
This scene of the flashback of Lana just reliving that entire episode over again as if she is Isabel back in the day of 1604 France.
Getting burned at the stake.
With her AIDS blood.
We have Mr. Magistrate Wilkins and the AIDS blood, yes, just brewing inside of her body. And she is being found guilty of practicing witchcraft. Now, we have some new characters showing up here. But lots of different faces, but we notice one. This lady, redhead, is speaking in French. And this is actually Jane Seymour. I think mostly everyone should know her from Wedding Crashers. She plays the secretary's wife. The main mom goes by Kitty Cat, makes Owen Wilson touch her boobs.
Yes.
We fight for boobs.
Also, though, he touched them, and then she called him a pervert.
Yeah.
After he said, "You're right. These are great. You did nice work." Pervert.
Yeah. You want to know what they're speaking in French here?
Oh.
No. It's so enlightening. It's so enlightening.
Tell me.
In Lana's dream, Isabel says, "Vas dormir solamente un peu." You know what that means?
Burn the whore? I'm sorry. Burn the slut. Sorry.
Isabel is saying, I am going to sleep for just a little bit. Duchess Gertrude, who apparently is this redheaded woman, says, Tu trahi Isabel.
Sleep well.
Maintenant tu vas mourir.
Sleep well.
I'm
Isabel?
botching the shit out of this, by the way.
It's perfect French.
Which translates to, you have betrayed me, Isabel, so now you are going to die.
Spoiler, dude. Now I know she was a part of it, even though I already said this from the start. Once again, this makes Isabel's character awful. Now I just automatically assume that this woman is a more powerful witch, and she is the one that just prevented her from getting the stones of power. I just think this person is the real head witch, and Isabel was just that slut that decided she was all of a sudden a fan.
And we even see her eyes glow purple, the redhead.
Yeah, because she is the real main witch.
Agatha?
Yes. Not Lana. Lana's just the side wannabe.
Yeah.
Isabel, you're not needed here. I misspell.
So her dream stopped and she woke up. Almost like how Adam woke up. Very sweaty.
Yeah, but
just no red lace.
Yeah, she also didn't fling her leg and kick someone.
Oh, no. He did that on purpose.
Wouldn't it have been funny as hell if she kicked Jason? If Jason was over the bed trying to wake her up from the nightmare and she kicks him?
See, this is how I know she don't put out, bro. He's not even sleeping in the same bed with her.
And then she tells him, oh my God, I'm so sorry, but this apartment looks like crap. Clean it up.
Yeah, can you clean up the mess, Jason?
We would have so many hints at Adam all in 30 seconds.
That would just be confirmation that Adam is in that tattoo.
And it would be so much better. Like, it would have made sense. But no, we get Isabel and who? Gertrude?
Her name is Gertrude.
Ew. Josie Grossi.
Now we're going to prison where we get Clark walking in, and of course he's visiting Lionel, and Lionel just looks so happy to see his Messiah.
What do you mean, of course? Because I put in the notes here, after Clark decides to go and see Lionel, I said, I never cheer for this man, but I'm going to cheer for a parent named John. And I'm going to say that John is not going to allow this.
Yeah.
That John is going to whoop this man's ass for going to see Lionel again after Transference episode, which, by the way, was only like 2 or 3 episodes back. So very close to this one happening. And Clark seems like he was already going back to Lionel after a few weeks. I'm not sure what the reason was, besides I'm going to tell on Lex again to Daddy.
Dude, they're best friends.
This is where Clark tries to build on that friendship, yes.
It's his follower. Remember, Lionel thinks he's the Messiah.
I have never been so dumbfounded with, if I'm Lex, I'm pissed. If I'm John, I'm whooping your ass, give me the belt. If I'm Martha, I'm pissed. Why are you going to see Lionel?
Look, after talking with Lex, he decided to smoke his leftover joint afterwards. So he was thinking, you know those high thoughts. His brain is just going crazy, and he's just probably like, let me go talk to Lionel. Let me see if he's really behind this.
This guy just tried to kill me when he was in my body, and he ruined my life with everybody. He tried to kill my BFF. He actually did ruin that relationship with BFF because now he only listens to Lana, who's just feeding him her BS nonsense. And then now Lana's up my ass. Chloe now is like, no more sexual chemistry. And
finally.
Now, I guess, just wait.
Yeah. So yeah. Lionel is like, Clark, thank you for coming. Immediately reaches out his hand. It's good to see you. Clark's like, yeah, I'm not shaking your hand.
Why would I ever touch you again?
Yeah. And Lionel's like, okay, yeah. So
come sit at my table.
I reserved it for us. We're going to have steak and scallops.
It says reserved.
He's probably like, Carl, can you remove the nameplate? Remove the nameplate, please.
Lionel says, I heard what's happened to Lex, but he won't return my calls.
Oh, really?
And now Clark says,
Well, Lex thinks you're behind it all.
"Are you?" Lionel then looks up. "No, Clark." Well, why should I believe you?" "There's no reason you should." He puts his hands on his face. Lionel sighs right now. "Listen to me, Clark. I was ill, okay? But the liver disease I had was a death sentence. And since I thought I was going to die, I said, fuck the world.
Yeah.
But you know what? Something happened to me I can't explain. It's like I woke up on the floor during that prison riot, and something inside of me came into me. And after it came into me, I went back inside of me. And now I feel like I'm a new person. Because someone that came in me was someone strong.
And good.
I was changed. Clark then looks at him. I wonder if he knows it was me that came inside of him.
And he's like, and now my liver is healed? And Clark's like,
is it really?
What was it?
I don't know. All I can say, it was miraculous. I could see the darkness. And you know what? Let's change the subject, because I could see that darkness in Lex.
The destructive power that had always been inside me. I can see it in Lex now.
Let's avoid me right now.
Yeah.
I have to help him, Clark. Don't you want to help him too? Clark,
Do you think he did it?
No, of course not. This is a crime of passion. Lex loves nobody. He is so emotionless.
It was an elaborate frame.
But he said no to the passionate lover.
The girl, did she have a car?
Lex told the police.
She had a pink MP3 player.
Well, you know what? They'll look for her car at the opera house, but it can't be there. Lex would only take his one-night stands out in front of the lobby, where then he told them to drive to his hotel, so that when he was done with them in the morning, they would then have to leave in their own car, you know, a little conspicuous so nobody would know that they were leaving. Lex is the ultimate player. But it's all about the patterns.
Well, he does say that he had her. His pattern is that he has the girl take her own car to the hotel.
Yeah, I know. After we get all like slutty and nasty at the party, drive home. Hold on. Follow me. Follow my limo.
Yeah. Yeah, follow my limo. Okay. Yeah, have a few drinks and drive home.
I can't see you, so I can't be seen with this. But I want to see that in my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that ass.
Yeah, meet me in the elevator.
Yeah, Lex. Yeah, I'm a big piece of shit. I objectify women.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Lionel now. You know what, Clark? The patterns are there. Did she have brown hair? Clark says, yeah.
She reminded him of Lillian.
Clark then gives the look of, he wanted to have sex with his mom?
Yeah. Because that's immediately what everyone's probably think. It's his mother. You have to help him, Clark. He's trying to bang women that look like his mom. He's gone off the deep end.
If I find this car, anything you bring to me, I can help you. All right, I'll see where this car leads. I still got to go think about Lex banging his mom, though.
Hey, but guess what? Still don't trust you.
But you will be back, won't you?
I got to go.
Bye!
I gotta pee. Lex wants to bang women that look like his mom.
Don't you?
Unbelievable. You know, because there is that weird thing, you know, that like, it's like
Joseph,
your first template of like the opposite sex is your dad and your mom. You know what I mean? Like a woman idolizes her dad, and that's like the idea of a man that she would want, you know what I mean? And then vice versa, as far as like usually with the sons and moms.
He's only liked redheaded women, like the women that.
But see, that's weird. Now, when you really think about it, though, the redheads is like he has like a mom attachment to those. But as far as the ones that he actually gets with, it's the brunettes.
I'm just
Victoria. Helen?
So here's my thing, though, with everything that you're defending right now. You're saying that at the charity banquet, he looked at How I Met Your Mother and he said, I'm going to bang my mom tonight. That's what you're telling me.
That's his type.
So his type is I have to get so drunk that I don't know I'm having sex with my mother, but I need somebody that looks like my mother to have sex with.
No, because that can't fly with Helen and Victoria.
No. But
Helen was marriage.
Listen, I'm just going off of the rules that have now been established by you, by Smallville.
Look, Lionel established this because he's the one really chasing the redheads here.
I put in the notes, though, I go, Lionel banged her too? Because I thought Lionel banged this woman and that he did set Lex up in the end.
Lionel likes redheads.
Lionel likes anything his son likes and says, I'm going to take it from you.
Well, that was only Victoria.
It could be more.
But remember, that
Helen.
What about Helen?
Didn't he bribe her?
Yeah, but that wasn't banging.
Could it have been?
Well, I don't know. We don't even know if Helen's dead. We just assume coma.
Yeah, exactly.
She hit the water, boom, coma.
Yeah, on an island.
Boom, coma. In the sand. At least she's in paradise. In a coma.
What she wanted, right? All along.
Yeah, peace.
Mm-hmm.
In a coma.
Away from the Luthers.
In a coma.
It's always in a coma.
But yeah, so, and the evidence with the redheads, I mean, Martha's a redhead. So Lionel, redheads, Lex, brunettes.
All right, so Lex is going to make a move on Martha?
Maybe.
Okay.
No. But what's weird is that Lillian was actually a brunette. But why did Lionel marry her?
Lana doesn't look like his mom.
I think he sees brown hair. It's like, Mom.
like
brown hair, fair skin? Mom.
That's what I mean. Like, come on. It's like we pick like two women out of the 50s. And he likes to have sex with his mother. Like, that's what Lionel did.
Does she have brown hair? Pink MP3 player? That's his mom.
That's his mom.
That's his mom.
Favorite color was always pink.
Did she call him Alexander? That's the hook, line, and sinker right there.
Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She give him armor too? I gave him that box, but...
You know, there were elephants too during that time.
So, we go to...
Yeah, let's get to a better scene.
No, we go back to Lana.
I know we are at the talent where Martha cannot pour a cup of coffee.
Okay. How long has she been doing this job now?
Too long.
No wonder John doesn't want her to work anything else. The Lionel job seemed to have slid because that was money.
No, Martha, you know what? I will say this. Martha is probably the smarter one where all she's done is like book stuff. She could probably argue like no other.
But when it comes to like the technical aspects of things.
Or just being a coffee server.
Like actually service.
Yeah.
Like instead of.
She just doesn't know it's not her forte. So I'm not necessarily going to blame her. I just love that Lana comes downstairs and says, oh, yeah. That machine sucks.
I swear to God, it bit me one time. I'd be like, hey, Lana, what's up?
No, Martha does do that because she goes, oh my God, Lana, you look like shit. Are you okay?
That's exactly what I thought. Lana just didn't even say anything to Martha yet. Martha's just like, are you all right? You look a little pale. And she's like, yeah, I had a bad dream last night. Can't seem to shake it.
Oh, I'm sorry, well, Lana. I don't give a shit.
No, wait. I don't know why I thought I cared, but you have a visitor. I don't want to hear about this story.
I did put in the notes. Martha, solid burns.
Dude, all around. That's like the really sneaky mom burns.
Yeah, she really did not want Lana to keep talking.
She's like, oh, yeah, you have a visitor. Fuck your dream.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say dream? Yeah, I don't want to know.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care about it.
Yeah, I don't care.
Maybe if you were dating my son, I would care.
You know what it remind me of? When Lana's like, oh, I had a bad dream. I just can't seem to shake it. And then This Is the End with Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill. When Jonah gets molested by the demon. And the next day, they're like, Jonah, you good? Yeah. Crazy dream. Bad sleep. And he's just like scratching himself.
He turns into the demon.
That's Lana.
Because the demon had sex with her?
Yeah.
But you said Lana doesn't have sex.
Oh, but she's asleep.
Oh my God, you gotta cut that out.
Dude, that's what the writers are doing to us. They're turning us against society. This is what they're doing. This is what they could get away with in 2004.
So you're saying that she wore red lace so that a spirit...
No. Not she. Isabel wore red lace to sleep.
I'm going to buy into this.
Yeah.
She cast a spell. And the spell is called Get Some.
Gasume! That's a good spell.
That would be a great spell.
Gasume!
Yeah. Let's go to Lana and her visitor.
So, Lana looks already at the weirdo. She's all in red. It looks like a redhead. And she's like, she's here for me? And it's like, okay. And does a weird approach. Goes up. And, excuse me. And turns around. Oh, guess what? It's Jane Seymour.
Lana.
From the dream. Gertrude.
It's wonderful to finally meet you.
You are beautiful. And Lana's already freaking out because she's like, I'm sorry, do I know you? Because she's recognizing her from the dream.
I'm Jason's mother.
Oh, shit. We got Mrs. Teague.
Oh, did I catch you off guard? I'm so sorry. No. It's fine.
Lana couldn't be more awkward in this situation.
Yeah, actually, I just did not know. I was not expecting you.
Oh, I didn't know he was expecting you. Oh, but he isn't.
Could we sit?
No.
I'm busy.
Yeah, sorry. I gotta go make my bed.
Would you like some tea? I know the owner, so I could hook it up.
Yeah, but no, then she replies with this shitty, stupid sentence and says, I don't want to be that person, but I cannot drink tea out of a mug. It's gross.
Is that so terrible?
And Lana's like, no, that's all right, I guess.
How's Jason? I haven't spoken to him since he left Battis.
All of a sudden. So he wasn't letting the family know. Like, we're learning some things.
I'm afraid that, he's angry with me.
Ooh.
I simply just want to see him again. Mrs. Teague, I wanted to meet you, but if Jason isn't ready to be part of your life, I don't think I can either. Not behind his back.
Why this voice? And why does it work?
You know why? Because we have to emphasize hers. Oh, no. I'm so sorry.
I didn't want to put you in the middle of this, Lana.
I understand. Why would you want to help poor me? But, if you could, just tell him that I'm here.
And tell him that I go by Kitty Cat.
And that I'm staying in Smallville. Tell him I want to see him. Sure. Thanks. Yeah, you know what's interesting, Lana? A moment ago when I first met you, you looked at me as though you recognized me.
Weird.
How can that be?
I'm not going to respond to what you're saying.
Goodbye, Lana. You must come and visit me in Metropolis. Kiss, kiss.
Ta-ta.
You are so beautiful. I see now why he had to be with you.
She's about to shit herself or something. I don't get it.
The whole time.
It's like she's going through withdrawals, or she's shitting herself, or about to, or she's just so confused.
She's going through withdrawals. I need my potion. Forgot it. It's upstairs. I just gotta walk 20 feet.
She's probably like, Martha, espresso, stat. So yeah,
I need an espresso shot.
What do we think about that? I mean, she was in the dream, and then we see her.
Okay, so now let's get some seriousness right now.
All right.
When it comes to this woman and what I automatically believed, it's like what I told you at the beginning there. I thought she was the true leader of the witch tribe. Slutty witches, sorry. But when it comes to her, I also kind of thought that she's not supposed to be there as well. But the fact that she is Jason's mother now makes me kind of question, is Jason a warlock? Is he the one with the true magical abilities? And Lana is just some nonsense and the show should really be about Jason and his magic? What if Jason turned into Constantine? What if we go back to what you were trying to establish before that I would say no to? But what if they were to make Jason Constantine.
Yeah, like, he ends up being a warlock, and his name gets so tainted for him that he opens up his little private mystery, paranormal, forgot what that agency is called that he has. Constantine.
Mystery Incorporated?
No. But he ends up going under like a professional name, and he changes it to John Constantine.
That would have been great. And then Jason develops an English accent because he moves back to London with his family for a few years in order to develop it. And
that's where he starts it. He runs away, starts his business.
Yes. This is such a great spin-off idea.
What if?
I feel like they should call us.
I don't know why they haven't yet.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It's been 20 years.
It's like, dude, come on.
But I do want to say...
Two nerdy idiots. Come on, you don't want us in the room?
Nobody does. But I do want to say with that woman, once again, I'm just disappointed so much with Spell that I don't like that it's continuing already. And it's just, here comes the real bad witch. None of this has anything to do with Krypton. None of this has anything to do with everything that we've established in the caves. Everything coming from space. I don't mind the magic atmosphere, but this is too much for me.
Dude, this season's theme, I think, is magic.
It has to be.
Like, we're really getting it now.
Or it's about sleeping with people, but also not one-night stands.
We don't like those.
Those are evil.
We've been back and forth on the progressiveness in this season.
Oh, this season.
Facade, and then...
Well, I thought it wasn't progressive. This episode now makes me think they are going to the progressive turn. The only one that can stop this turn is Lois. So we may need her back in order to stop this crap.
My little low.
Oh my god, all the boyfriends are being so nice.
So speaking of the school, we have here Chloe, your favorite.
Velma, Torch, Decade, here we are.
Clark, where have you been all afternoon? I went to go see Lionel in prison.
Are we backlogged on that community service? What the hell's the matter with you?
No, look, I know it sounds crazy, but Lionel gave me a lead in Lex's case. He said that I could probably find this girl's car at the hotel, and guess what? I think I did. Check this out. And so now, there were 22 cars that were checked into the hotel valet that night after 10 p.m. Now, of those 3 cars, all but 3 were hotel guests, and of those 3, 2 belonged to someone who had too much to drink at the bar.
Leaving one.
One. And of course, he hasn't been able to find, I guess, a name to it.
Why am I not surprised, dummy? Scoot on over. Velma is here. Velma obviously going at work here. Chloe immediately starts asking the question of...
Well, Clark says, like, I just don't get why this is not showing up on the radar, you know what I mean? But she says, well, the police are not going to, they're going to cover it, you know what I mean? If they're really trying to frame Lex or if someone maybe messed with it. So...
And now it's funny because Chloe is in questioning Clark.
The Hannibal Lecter vibe because...
And his feelings of whether or not, who is he wanting to trust here? This is what this episode is all about, Lionel versus Lex on who to trust. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure why Lex is thrown into who we can trust when Lex doesn't remember. So I'm not sure why he's being thrown to the fire here besides... One night fucking stands.
You don't even know her name, bro.
Are so gross. I never want to hear that term again.
Well, the thing is, it's like...
What is it?
I don't know what it is with Clark. I'm going off of only just the fact he knows Lex does shitty shit and has. So maybe it's...
So like, trust Lionel?
I don't know.
We were inside each other, so that means that we can trust each other. This is finally us living the BFF dream that I've always had.
Is Lionel still getting beat up in jail?
No, obviously not. He's a good person now. Plus, he has to be leader of the prison. The main guy, he whooped his ass. Lionel is new ruler. They call him Trump.
I see now. That's true. So, yeah, Clark's like...
He's the ruler in prison, okay, people?
Yeah, get it straight.
You can cut all that out. No political stuff.
Yeah.
Because even somebody would take that joke and be like, oh my God, I thought they were for women.
Anyways, Clark is like, look, I think honestly he's changed.
He's the master manipulator, Clark. We've been through so many different scenarios. He's tried to kill me. He's tried to kill you. He's tried to kill your parents. He's tried to kill
He ruined
Lex.
my life like 3 episodes ago.
Remember, we had to go into hiding. Remember, then you found me and you were nervous because you thought Lionel sent off a killer in order to hunt me down. Turns out he did. So, Clark, what are you doing?
He was experimenting with the child cloning.
And now it's still going with Clark then saying, well, I got to find out the truth with Lex. I got to find out. He has the Barracuda, Clark.
Corrine Harper leading the case, leading the defense, bro. They call her the Barracuda. Wow. What he really needs is a good publicist. Have you seen this? And look at this. The police have interviewed 13 women.
13 reasons why.
Holy shit. This is insane.
They want us to bring it up again.
They do.
They want us to keep it going.
This is their fault.
This is what they want.
And he's bored.
He is very bored.
It said last year too. And what? It's already...
I mean, it's pretty close here. We're approaching New Year's. Because this was middle of November when this episode was released. So they would have already planned out the schedule here.
Oh, well, look. In the last year. So that's like year to date.
It's once a month. He has a once a month thing.
So yeah, while Lionel's been gone, he's bored. He's just banging these women, dude.
Lana's not paying attention to him anymore.
True.
She's just with Jason.
He just messed up. That was last episode, yep.
But
yeah, 13 women came out. It's a huge sex scandal now where
one of them was Hannah.
Lex is like truly under a pattern here. And yeah, he's most likely sleeping with underage women. I'm really thinking so.
Hannah Baker looks like his mother.
She had brown hair.
All right, sorry, mature. 5 stars.
Yeah,
stand with 5.
What's wrong, Clark? Well, Lex told me that this little one-night stand was something that never happens.
No, say it right. He told me this is something that never happens.
And you believed him? Well, I gotta believe somebody, Chloe. Gotta believe somebody.
You know what? There it is, though. The computer finally loads up whose car that belongs to. Eve Andrews, age 28, lives in Metropolis. That's her address. Clark then speeds over to that address. Clark is now at Eve Andrews, the woman who was murder's home. And you know what? The door is already open.
Yeah, it's pretty sick what happens when he walks in. So, like, he walks in, right? And then we're seeing, like, all these cool pictures of Lex on the wall.
Yeah.
On, like, just scrapbooking here. But it looks on the counter, too. And then they're being burned in the sink.
By somebody with black gloves.
Oh, but who's burning them? It's Lex. Oh, my God. Lex, why are you such a shitty person?
Lex, what are you doing? Clark, what are you doing?
Lex, what the hell are you doing, man? Clark, what the hell, man? What? They're just...
I just like Lex, though. I'm trying to save my ass. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that is what he's like. Dude, I'm trying to save my ass here. What do you mean? He's like, Clark just looking at him like he's his dad. A cool dad.
No.
Responsible.
No. Clark was looking at him like it was a younger brother type thing or an older father figure that he looked up to because his face was 13. Really?
13, Lex.
13, Lex?
You said this never happens.
You lied to me about these women.
I was almost happy walking in here thinking you were lighting up some weed. But guess what? You still slept with 13 women.
No weed and 13 women. That's what you did.
Would you say the Brainwave girl is on there too?
He stored her in 33.1 room. So maybe she may have her own room, like separate from all the other guys. But
so he's banging Mikhail too? Mikhail?
Mr. Mitzel-Picklick. Yeah, Lex automatically does not care who it is. We have already discussed. He is bored this season. So at this point, he's willing to try anything as long as he's drunk and he can't remember your name.
Hell yeah.
The problem is that he put them in there, so he definitely knows them.
No.
It's like he plays spin the bottle every night. Who do I want?
Who's gonna not tell me their name?
But let's go now to at the Lex Mansion. Clark yelling at Lex for all of the vile things he has done.
Not exactly actions of an innocent man. Come on, Clark. If I killed that girl, why would I take a nap to her body for the maid to find?
Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. Neither does burning photos at the house that she lived in. But you did that, now didn't you? You better be honest with me, because right now I'm an accomplice. You know what? I didn't ask you to show up, Clark.
True.
How did you even know to get there? I tracked it down. Did you call the cops too? No, because this is going to be all over the 6 o'clock news. Why did you go there, Lex? I got a call from the Barracuda saying they had a lead on an address. Thought maybe I could find out who she was. I had no idea what I was walking into. What did you find out? Her name's Eve Andrews, and you can tell from the stack of photos that she's been stalking me for some time. So you did know her. I just have to pause. That's the exact same information that Clark found.
Yeah.
And Lex just repeated that back, saying that was the information.
The only new thing was the pictures.
And he walked into that because he said he found that house where there was those photos, and that's why he was burning them. And Clark, so you did know her?
No, only by name. What the hell?
She failed to tell me what she was doing at the fundraiser. What am I supposed to do?
How was I supposed to know? Clark, you know I didn't do this. It's my father trying to get back at me. He knows about all these stalkers. LuthorCorp's lawyers compiled a database of it last year. My father knew Eve would most likely be the one to do motive.
Clark is out of bounds here on this next thing. Clark then telling Lex as he turns around, you know what, I don't think he was your father. I went to see him. He wants to help, Lexi Poo.
Yeah, and Lex is now like, okay.
He tried to kill me like 3 months ago. Remember the whiskey and how he told me that I have to look over my shoulder for the rest of my life?
That was already, I think, like 6 months ago.
Hey,
I'm losing track of time here.
Clark, what do you mean I'm losing track of time? It's beginning of season, right?
Yeah, but that's like, I feel like timeline-wise.
I don't know the timeline. Martha and John lied about it. You know what? It's going through all the months.
I would say 6 months.
Well, don't even give me that. It doesn't make sense.
6 months ago.
Clark then saying, yeah, he's the one who gave me the hint about the car. Then like, you're playing into his hands, idiot.
You can't straddle the fence on this one, Clark.
My father or I, you have to decide, who do you really trust? Clark then says,
I don't know.
But Hannah.
She was underage, dude. Yeah, and he goes back
to the torch to see Velma, a.k.a.
and
Chloe.
Cry about what he found out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lied about all those women.
I think I can never look at him straight in the face ever again because of those women and all they have done to not deserve this.
Yeah.
I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
But now I do, thanks to them stepping forward.
Yeah, I only know one name, Eve Andrews.
They don't want to pay out. They are telling the truth.
That's right.
Because again, I have to fit my role. I blame the women.
That's true.
They knew what they were getting with Lex. What are you trying to tell me? There wasn't rumors of his Playboy status? What they really thought that he was going to stick with them forever?
A single multi-billionaire?
Drunk off his ass, just wanting to get some? What, they all thought he was going to be something?
He literally calls you Lillian, his dead mother?
And you know what? I'm going to even flip this. What's to say the women that he was with weren't like, what, I can't hook up with a celebrity? What, I can't just get some for myself? Why can't the woman just get some? And why can't it be by somebody that may have been on their bucket list that they never thought they were going to meet? Because, haha, bucket list celebrity, Lex, billionaire. Okay, is this really happening? Come on now. There's plenty of reasons. Instead of just saying, Lex, fuck you.
And you know what's crazy is that it's only because of the murder, obviously. But, like, beforehand, he's a single dude.
And here's the thing.
He's single.
What are those 13 women stepping forward and saying? Yeah.
That is true.
He didn't remember my name, and he said, I don't want to be with you.
I mean, honestly, it's just hot gossip that it's just like, oh, he treats these women this way, so who's to say that he wouldn't go the extra mile and, you know, kill them?
You know who everybody loves? Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what he does? The same thing. Just throwing that out there.
Dude.
I know,
Dude,
Titanic. I fell in love with Jack.
Dude,
Stop
he's
it.
an environmentalist, dude.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm an environmentalist too.
So, Chloe's like, yeah, this doesn't scream innocence to me, like as far as Lex not remembering, but look, I did find something. So this might help. Look at this. She managed to find camera footage of the elevator that night when
Clark says, how did you do this? I thought that this footage was hidden. No, maybe for the top people, they want to keep it hidden. But you know what? The bottom people, they always need a little extra payout.
They work for tips.
And guess what?
What, titty?
I'm Chloe Sullivan, a decade at the torch. When I want the story, I get the story.
They're checking out the footage, right?
Porno.
And yeah, they see one freeze frame where, oh, look, this girl has 2 necklaces, right? Now, watch this.
2 earrings.
Sorry, I'm right. You right.
Yeah, get the earrings right.
2 diamond earrings. And so now they're going to a different angle further into the video. They notice, oh, one is gone. She lost an earring. Exactly. The police report said the woman was wearing 2 earrings. So either she found it or Lex was with 2 different women.
You got it, bud.
Oh my God. I'm going to go smoke a fatty right now.
Clark then looks kind of confused. As we get to the next scene, we are back at the Lex Manor where Lex is in his office with the Barracuda.
Oh.
I just got off the phone with my assistant. And your tox screen came back negative, Lex. This is why I would also fire her again. There were no drugs in your tox screen, so it left my system or the test was altered. Either way, my father is capable of doing this. You know what, Lex? How do you think the body ended up there? What do you think the idea of the body was? Lex is now a little confused because it seems like that she is not really questioning him as an attorney, but instead questioning him to blame him as if he did something right now.
Yeah. And it's like, do you even know like why this person was stalking you, Lex?
Why would I know this? I said I didn't know her. Oh, Lex. Because you slept with her 18 months ago. Fired.
And then you...
Why do you know that and why didn't you tell me this? Fired. What are we doing, Barracuda? What am I doing here? Were you friends with her? Is this already a game?
Well,
now I think she's a part of it.
Maybe she just found this out?
No, she's a part of it. That's where my mind would immediately go, because now Barracuda is taking a stance of, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, because you slept with her 18 months ago. You sent her a pair of diamond earrings as a consolation prize.
Must have been good.
How could you not remember her?
Hey, man, I would appreciate a diamond pair of earrings.
Yeah.
Like, after a one-night stand, person ever wanted to talk to me again, and they send me a pair of diamond earrings that I can sell?
That's true.
What am I? Oh, this is so hurtful. I'm only going to get $20K. I'm a damn good prostitute.
Dude. That's why you can't...
I mean, one-night stand.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, dude. ONS.
Lex, now, listen.
I don't always get their names or remember their faces, okay? And
then I only see them from behind.
Yeah, and Barracuda's like, I suppose it doesn't help that we all look alike, does it, huh?
Ooh.
Okay. I was your type too, Lex. Or don't you remember that either?
I always remember the Barracuda.
Yeah. So...
Oh, goody me.
So that's what's weird. Lex reacts as if he actually didn't remember that. But then he says, yeah, of course I remember, Corrine. And I'm like,
by the way,
okay, do you remember that, Lex?
He didn't remember.
I don't think he remembered.
He did not remember the Barracuda.
He's like, holy shit, I did sleep with you.
It's like, is that why I keep...
Also, she's redheaded, so you could easily debunk my argument.
He needs to just be...
Unless he misses his red hair.
He needs to make this easier on himself. Just become Dennis from Always Sunny and start recording the tapes. And then mark the tapes on the date in which they happen. And then you can rewatch them forever. Also, make sure you grade them by stars. 5 stars whenever we're talking about it.
That's right, 5 stars. 5 stars.
Stand together.
Yeah, that's right. And look... So, yeah, Corrine's like, yeah, I'd be lying if I,
Lex asks, oh, you seem like you're enjoying this.
And then she clearly admits, it's like, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I love seeing this. Love seeing this little, like, you getting exposed for this. It's like, okay.
On the plus side, the view up here is exceedingly clear now, Barracuda, that whoever is doing this would need access to my files to know Eve was stalking me. And you know what? I'm beginning to think that it wasn't my father. I'm beginning to smell fish.
Yeah, you're the fishy one, huh, little barracuda, huh? That database was your project, wasn't it? It's like, you know what? I knew there might be a conflict of interest when I took the case.
But I hoped we'd get past that all. You're the one who brought it up.
True.
What are you talking about? Apparently I was wrong, and now she closes this case and then walks away as if she's like, I'm quitting the case. You just did that by opening your mouth.
Yeah, I'm removing myself as your attorney. See you later. Like, cool.
If you were not
Cool.
If you were not expecting a shark to come at you with their teeth, maybe the barracuda should go swim in other waters.
Damn.
Dude.
That was good.
You like that?
You got some fish jokes. You a fish guy?
Yeah, Nemo. One of all-time favorite Pixar's. Obviously, even when you go to an aquarium, I can stay in an aquarium for, I kid you not, like 8 hours, and it wouldn't bother me.
It'd be very peaceful.
Oh, my God. I love aquariums more than anything.
So, we
Hell
have Chloe
yeah.
and Clark going to the hotel.
Yes.
They're going to the elevator.
Where they,
I guess
Lex,
the exact elevator.
where they were doing it.
Yeah. And so they're going to start. If I were an earring, where would I be? So now Chloe comes with the idea, let's reenact the event.
I like this idea, by the way. I don't think it's weird. Who makes this scene weird now is Mr. Clark Kent. Where, huh? What?
Like, wait, what do you mean reenact?
So Lex had Eve up against this wall right here, so...
And Clark's immediately like, oh, come on, big boy. It's for the cause of truth and justice.
Yeah, you like it when I straddle you, but you don't like it when I tell you to come here.
Yeah, and so, look, she even pulls this man. She's being very dominant.
Just come over here. This is for the sake of
Pressing
research.
up against her. Dude, he's feeling booby right now.
Yeah, and she was like, your hand was right here. Your hand was in on my face right here next to my ear. And then she was grabbing him right here.
Now Chloe's grabbing Clark's ass right now.
You know what?
She's finding an excuse to grab his ass right now.
Maybe he knocked the earring off, Chloe. Yeah. And then she pushed him up against the wall over here like this. Clark, gulp. He then grabs her arm.
But then even two, like both of them
She says hi.
are kind of into this.
Yeah, and then the elevator doorbell rings, and then a mother and her 2 daughters. Oh my God! And then
Put that away!
Clark's pants is just sticking out.
Yeah. It's like Ron Burgundy. It's the pattern in the pants.
They're running away, kids screaming, don't act like you're not impressed.
Yeah, lady, you wish you could see it.
But Chloe then says, no, we really weren't doing anything, I swear.
We're going to take the stairs. Also, why were those little girls dressed like the Shining twins?
Chloe is still going through and looking for this earring. Clark is in the back like, did you feel that?
Damn, man.
Whoa. You want to see where he completely checks her out?
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, he's doing it right now.
Hey, Clark, maybe it fell in between this crack right here.
What crack?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe it did.
What if the earring fell down his crack?
Clark.
What crack? Oh, but now we get our Byakugan.
Yes, here comes what
Boom.
he can really do.
Super zoom in, X-ray vision. We're going down 40 floors. 40 floors down, and
To
he can see
pinpoint
the
this.
little pinpoint of a diamond earring.
And he doesn't say anything. Instead, he just goes and grabs it, and he's going to bring it to the only person that knows what to do, Lionel.
Yeah. And Lionel's like, why did you bring this to me?
I thought you would know what this meant.
Lex wouldn't tell me the truth, I think, so I think you would.
I'm trusting you. Remember, you wanted that shot. Lionel then says, sucker. That belonged to the girl that Lex had sent home.
Eve Andrews.
Yes?
Yes.
Clark then, listen, well, that's the thing. Eve Andrews was wearing 2 earrings when she died. I think there's 2 girls involved, and I think the girl in the elevator is still alive. I just don't know how to find her. And now Lionel looks at it. Woman scorn.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
And now
Clark's like, what? Like, when I was younger, I used to give a girl, I would send her a pair of diamond earrings.
Lionel would do this.
Lionel would do this. Delivered by courier, no messy farewells.
I never want to talk to those bitches again.
It was my signature. I told them hoes, fuck off. Hey, but here's a little something.
My son, it seems, is carrying on the tradition. He would only know that if you taught him that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't know to do that automatically. by the
Oh,
way.
no. He would, because he groomed him good.
The girl in the elevator is a former Lex lover. She's the killer, Clark. Clark then looks at the ear and he's like, we are BFF.
I think he forgot about Jason.
He did, because Lana poisoned him now. So now let's go back to the Barracuda's office, where Lex is now showing up to this office, opening the door. What do you want, Barracuda? You walked out and quit on me earlier, and now you're calling me to come over here? What do you want?
Her back is turned towards the door that he walks in. Yeah.
He walks up to the chair because she's not saying anything. He turns the chair around, and we got ourselves...
What's this new evidence you want to talk about? Oh, my God!
Slit throat.
Oh, my God!
Barracuda is now fish bait.
That was here when I got here. That was like that when I got here. Fish bait indeed.
Lex then immediately gets on his cell phone, starts calling the cops. The cops on the other line say, "Sir, shut up. We're busy."
911 emergency. Yeah, someone's been killed. I'm sorry, all lines are busy at the moment. Please hold for the first emergency operator.
And now we see the pink shitty MP3 player
On our other desk. On another desk. Oh, but guess what? Because we knew it was the assistant the whole time.
And the song is playing again.
Oh,
she really should stop playing this song.
I'm sorry, but she like autistic or something? Like, is this person an autistic killer? Just has to keep hearing it. It's like Baby Driver. That was like a form of autism.
I'm not gonna lie. When it comes,
or like an inner ear problem. I don't know.
Let's hold on to what you're saying right now, because I'm not gonna say you're wrong. Instead, I want further proof.
All right, cool.
And I think I may get this.
Yeah, sweet.
But yes,
yeah, the song is playing, and it's like, what are you doing? What's wrong, Lex? Don't you recognize me?
And she pulls down
and she pulls down her ponytail. Lex truly doesn't recognize her, and I'm sorry, dude. Like, how? And then she takes off the glasses.
Hey, okay. If you really want me to get into how.
Oh, you want to know how? Because what? Classic Superman can do this. Switches from Clark Kent, slick back hair and his glasses.
Okay, you're calling Lex dumb.
And everyone's dumb.
I'm not doing that. And also, Clark, it's like an ability.
Clark saw this woman too. You know that, right? The first time he entered the mansion in this episode today, he saw her.
Yeah, I know, but he can't connect the dots right now. He needs Velma to
After seeing the elevator footage, he should have connected the dots.
No. Her hair's down. No glasses.
Oh, what? And he's high?
But I do want to say, when it comes to Lex now realizing it's her, he doesn't remember because he's on drugs and drinking. He's mixing things. Yeah. He's bored.
Was he on drugs?
He might as well. You're not going to a Galleria by yourself unless you're on drugs.
I mean, he's like Luthor. He's just trying to chase some tail.
You're going to be standing there by yourself. You're probably going to be like loopy beyond anything. He's not okay.
Maybe so.
And that's what I mean by these women are the ones that fawn over him. We saw his game. What are you listening to? That's his game. So there's no way it's like... Oh,
everyone was checking him out too, man. They know he's the young billionaire.
See? Listen, I don't like to always do this. With this scene with this particular woman, I'm kind of like, what did he really do to you? And I hope she has a really good reason.
Oh, we do. We get the best reason.
One of the 13 reasons.
One of the That's the cherry on top, baby. So now we're getting to the hostage situation where Lex is in his mansion, duct taped over mouth, strapped to his chair. And we have Cobie Smulders is now like promised to be quiet, has him at gunpoint.
Hey Joseph,
takes the duct tape off.
You need to explain to our audience now the reasoning of why she did what she did.
It's really cool. So, I'm glad you let me have this time. Oh, how did you get past my security?
How did you get me into the office?
I work for your law firm, Lex. I told them that we've been drinking in Metropolis and you needed a ride home. Dude, they helped me and get you in here, bro. And he's just like, why here? Why are you doing this? Oh, we're getting spicy now.
Also, that proves, though, that Lex is passed out drunk all the time whenever these women come home with him.
That's true.
Yeah.
Drinking a lot.
The security guards aren't shocked whenever he comes home with a woman.
Oh, hey, Mr. Luthor.
Oh.
Because, you don't want to know why I'm doing this, Lex? Because this is where it all happened. This is where I earned my earrings. The first time. Damn, dude. You see, you remember the other night, but you don't remember the first time. I once I once had a fiance. I cheated on him with you because I thought you loved me.
Why? No, let's go back to what you said earlier. Is she autistic? Now.
And dude, this is no shame whatsoever. It's just the matter of like circumstance and the reasonings here. Unless
For God's sakes,
nobody. It's purely the MP3 player thing.
This is purely scientific, only for Smallville. And at this point, if you are offended, blame it on Joseph, but he'll block you.
No, I won't. I won't. Unless you're spoiling things for Taylor. But there's no such thing as a spoiler as this random autistic woman. Autistic killer.
But
I'm going to call her AK.
What a great name. If only she was 15 years old.
5 stars, baby. We're going really strong today. So she goes further into it, saying, yeah, I thought I cheated on him with you because I thought you loved me.
Wait.
So I broke it off.
Wait.
And then I called to tell you that.
Wait. So
And guess what? You said, no, I couldn't even get past your assistance.
Wait. So one night, and we have to assume like Lex is drunk. He's not saying anything. He's just getting it on. And she believed that he loved her. Why? Because he had money? And that was what she was looking for? Was for somebody to take care of her, and the guy that she was with was just at home, minding his own business, thinking she was at work doing her job, and instead she's fucking her boss. The real victim was the fiance.
That's true.
That is the one who was mistreated versus this whole Lex and psychopath's behavior. But them two doing it and him not loving her has nothing to do with Lex being a bad guy, by the way.
That's true.
She is the bad person.
No, she is a very bad person, but hey, Lex is just as bad.
Why?
Because, dude, this is not how we do it to women.
I just have to ask. The woman was the one that was married and clearly sober.
This is like that Adventureland scenario. When he's arguing with Lisa P.
I love the connection. Connell is the married one. Why is he not the piece of shit, but the woman is?
Yeah.
And it's the same type of scenario here. Lex sure is the male, but he wasn't married. He was partying.
Single, and even, the past ones, they could have even been married for all we know, and they actually just,
Think about it this way, too. Lex gave them pair of earrings. What did the Jersey Shore guys give to their girls after the one-night stand?
a cab ride home.
That is what they gave them. So in the scenarios here, what would you rather have? Pauly D giving you a cab or Lex Luthor getting you earrings? Diamond earrings.
Billionaire penis and diamond earrings? Taking it.
Yeah, at this point, I would take it.
Also, where we're going to stay is probably great.
This revenge plot sounds like it's jealousy because you didn't love me, not because of what you did to me.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, I thought you loved me after you banged me for one night. And then 3 months later, I bump into you outside of Corrine's office and you don't even recognize me. It was like I never happened to you. And so I started going through your files. And I started planning. Turns out I wasn't the only one.
Eve Andrews, among others.
But she was such a fan. She was so cool. I told her that you wanted to make amends. And she agreed to come to the hotel. So she pulled her also.
And then I slipped a little something into your champagne. So she
Roofied him.
roofied both of them. And with her being passed out, she was able to lift the woman's body onto the bed.
No, I think I think if anything, bro, they swapped places while he was drugged up.
Yeah, but Eve's really dead.
Yeah, so like he actually probably had sex with her
But she says that he had sex with her.
the first time.
No. She says it again. Like they had sex again. After we made love. I slipped something into your champagne. The timeline is weird for me too. That's actually why I'm pausing it. It's how she does this is weird, and it confused the crap out of me.
She had to have like lured her in the room and just slit her throat then. But yeah, having to get her on the bed.
Yeah, and also with the blood dragging across. So
Unless she drugged her, yeah, I don't know.
it drugged her so much where she then dragged her body all the way across, put her in the bed. But then that also goes back to, if she slipped something in both of their drinks, how did their toxicology reports come back negative? If the Barracuda was not a part of it, then...
Well, she was running the test. The assistant was doing everything.
Okay, so the Barracuda didn't run the test. She just believed her assistant.
She heard back from her assistant.
I thought the Barracuda ran the test. Okay,
no,
my
she
bad
was
on
like,
that.
hey, my assistant just told me your tox levels came back and there was nothing.
Okay,
That's
I
what
just
she
wanted
said.
to make sure on
Yeah.
that. But it still goes back to, Joseph, is this a big deal?
No, it's not. It's funny your blood test didn't pick that up, huh, Lex? Oh, wait.
You rigged the test?
Yeah, it was me. I just switched out the results.
You were the one. You called the police. You were supposed to be in prison, but you didn't go. And so here we are.
It's so weird to see her in this villain role. Like, I only ever see her in, like, good roles. Cobie Smulders.
And Lex is like, ugh, ugh. Let's go back to a scene I care about. You want this? Is this you?
Do you, really? You want to give it to me? The one time we get Jason? Do you want the ending scene with Jason, or you want this one?
You could take the ending. I'll take this one.
All right, cool. So cool, yeah. Describe this amazing scene. You want me to be Jason? You want me to be Lana? I'll be wet for you.
Then that means Lana.
Okay.
I met your mom. Where did you meet her?
Here.
She
said that you weren't returning her calls, so she came to see me.
She's staying at the Smallville Inn. Wants you to stop by. And Jason's now looking, why didn't you tell me this earlier?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because I didn't want to play fucking messenger between you and your mother. What?
Yeah.
What type of response is...
I don't want to be... I'm not an owl!
What is going on? I wouldn't have asked you to do that, Lana. Come on. She had no right to come here. I'm sorry that she came up and spoke to you. I love you. And now Lana looks at him.
She seemed really worried about you.
I bet she did. And I bet she seemed heartbroken, but she's full of shit.
Honestly, yeah. And she says she's manipulative. All my life she's tried to control me. She sucks.
And now Lana looks at him. Wait, is there something else, Lana?
I dreamed about her.
Well, I think that's really normal to be able to dream about somebody that you just met.
Yeah, I was dreaming about Isabel. She was being burned at the stake, and suddenly your mom was there. But this is the thing. This was before I met her.
Oh, no. And this is when Jason's face should be shocked, but it's not. It's not shocked at all. Instead, it's more like a, did mom do it again?
Yeah, it's a very weird reaction.
And that's why I say, is Jason a warlock? Is that what this is about?
Because he looks at us, it's like, damn it, what the fuck's going on? Like there's like my mom's doing something.
And instead of it being about Lana touching it and her destiny being about the cave, Clark, all that mumbo jumbo, the reason why Isabel went inside of her, Isabel, aka Adam, is because of Jason. And it was a connection with his mother, and him being there with her set off some type of chain reaction is now what I am thinking. However, it was just weird the way he looked.
Yeah.
He wasn't shocked.
It was like a little glimmer in there too.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was a weird face. I didn't like it. Because I love Jason.
It's as if I'm a warlock and I'm mayor of Halloween Town. Now let's go back to the torch, where we have Vilma of a decade going through the evidence, because guess what? Did you know you can look up the serial number of the earrings?
Of a diamond earring, bro.
In
it's
order
actually
to be able to
sketching there
track
with
them.
lasers. And apparently this was Lionel's tip.
That he gave to, not even Clark, he called his jeweler in order for him to send over the paperwork on where Lex sent those diamond earrings to. So, Joseph, I have to now ask, Lex used the same jeweler to do the same thing as his father?
Bro, he loves his dad.
Or is Lionel doing this?
What do you mean? Like,
Is Lionel sending the earrings?
nah.
Are you sure? Because the reason why I say this, if Lex doesn't remember their names, how is he able to send them earrings?
Well, how would Lionel then remember their names?
Because he has somebody follow him at all times.
I don't know, man.
That's all I'm throwing out there to you. Take it as you want.
I'm gonna see it as I'm gonna stick by Lexus following daddy's moves.
That much, huh?
Yeah,
That to the T. We are going that close to it.
dude, he just loves his dad so much. Papa.
But yes, they track now the serial number thanks to the jeweler. And what do they find?
Here we go. 2 diamond earrings. Wow, very expensive. Couriered to Miss Shannon Bell.
Shannon Bell. How do I know that name?
Well, according to this, she works in Lex's law firm.
Huh?
And now Clark is like, holy shit, we have to warn him. And he put the connection in. I think he now knows it had to have been that girl with the glasses.
Chloe says, I'll call the police because that's what I do. She then picks up the phone, turns around, Clark is gone, and she just rolls her eyes saying, of course. And now we go to the Lex mansion where we have Shannon, who we have found out, still Lex tied up in the chair. She grabs a wine bottle and she starts pouring it on Lex. And Lex starts freaking out. Not the good stuff. No. He is really upset. And now she is going on and on about the same damn story. Well, you didn't recognize me.
This could have all been stopped, Lex. You know,
If you would have just
you
said
just
hi.
recognized me.
So you
But,
wanted to have
like,
sex with
hi-
him again.
Like, hi, Shannon. How are you doing? You could have asked about my life. And I was wearing the diamond earrings you got me. And we had sex again. And you still didn't recognize me.
What? She's a crazy person.
Also, Lex sucks. He's such an idiot.
And she's once again going on and on about this nonsense. I had a fiance.
That was your fault.
Yeah, everything about that was on you.
You ruined my life.
You ruined your own life. And you didn't even know who I was.
You didn't know who Lex was.
And she's just pouring this around in a big old circle.
And you do this all the time.
Hannah Pink.
Now we have the candle. She's put it's a lit candle. She's hovering over all the alcohol on the floor. And look, Lex, it now has to stop.
I have to stop the one night stands.
Yeah, dude. Like, what?
Let there be fire.
Now there's a ring of fire around Lex. Now she looks scared and worried. I don't get it.
Clark then runs in now, and he uses super speed to say, get this bitch out of my face.
Yeah.
Pushes her out of the way, and then you know what the best case whenever you have a ring of fire is? Time to yeehaw.
Yo, yeehaw, come on, Lex, we're getting this fire out of here.
He takes off his jacket, and he starts spinning it like a helicopter.
And the flames just disperse.
South Carolina,
Yeah.
come on and raise up, take your shirt
come
off,
on.
twist it around your head like a helicopter. But that's when yeehaw, everybody.
Yeah, and then now all the flames are gone. It's cooled off. Lex is like freaking out, like, what the hell just happened? Shannon just got thrown to the wall. Knocked
Shannon's
out.
dead.
Yeah, Shannon looks like she's probably in a coma. After that,
Shannon's coma.
she's like
Neck
got tossed into the wall. And yeah, Clark really did some yeehaw shit just now.
He really. By the way, what's the best course of action? Do I yeehaw this or do I just blow it out? Thunderclap it?
I want to
No.
know why nothing else was blown away. That room should have been a wreck.
Because Clark can contain the yeehaw.
He only yeed a certain huh?
Have you seen the man ride the bulls? He knows what he's doing.
I've seen him get ridden on.
How great would it have been if he showed up with a cowboy hat in this scene?
No, what if he was in there, saw the fire, and then he said, let me get out of here real quick. He zooms out, comes back with the hat, jacket off, and then he's spinning. Like he leaves to get a hat and come back in.
He could do that. He's that fast now. Thanks
and
to
then
Bart.
He leaves the cowboy hat on Shannon as she's passed out in her coma.
And Clark leaves a note on Lex, and it says, "Ride him, cowboy."
No, dude, it just says yeehaw.
I don't know which one he would prefer.
This is a good what if. What if Clark actually was a redneck?
Can I go back
Or no, a cowboy.
Can I go back to Lex didn't do anything to her? That she ruined her own life. Shannon is swim fan.
Dude, what a dumb episode.
But yet she is the one who had the relationship. Hey, I have to go back to one thing before we get to the next scene. Remember how I said I am finally cheering on John because he is going to be a dad and he's going to whoop some Clark ass for ever going to see Lionel.
Yeah.
Let's get to that scene now.
Yeah. We're reading the Daily Planet. Luther acquitted of double homicide. John's looking at that.
I'm glad Lex was innocent, but you didn't have to get yourself involved, though, Clark. Well, first, Dad, I needed to be able to help. I
just had to figure out how to trust him.
Well,
or if I should trust him or not.
Well,
how did you do that?
No, they asked, "Did you decide?"
Oh yeah,
and he says, "I haven't."
I haven't. I mean, the way he treated those women, guys. You know, he's so hurt.
Poor Hannah. I'm like, that's what it seems like, by the way. That's why I keep saying this. His reaction and everyone's reaction to this is Hannah Baker was one of the women that they keep reading the report on that there was a 60-minute special over.
It's like this man didn't just read a list of all mutual things. That happened.
Yeah.
And it's like, it showed me a side of Lex I just hadn't seen before. I mean, how you could just not care that you hurt someone?
Because I didn't do anything. I got some ass.
Both parties got ass.
One was married. One ruined their own life.
No, Lex is terrible. He's the homewrecker.
For doing what?
For being Lex Luthor.
We both know Lex did not ask her, "Are you married?"
Well, son, Lex was just following what he's learned. That's all.
Yeah. You know, his dad, big old pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Goes and washes his hands. Clark then goes,
"There's something else you guys should know."
Yeah, tell them, Clark.
I went to see Lionel.
Come on, John. Wait, what'd you say?
I mean, technically, I couldn't have done it without him.
Okay. All right, Clark. You know how dangerous that man is to you. Yeah, John, give the belt. But Dad, that's the thing.
That's the thing. I think he's changed. For real.
And his liver's healed. I thought it was terminal. Martha.
Turned on.
Go get the towels. You're dripping.
Yeah, so I think something in me actually healed him. I think me being in him healed him.
When I came into it.
When I came into Lionel's body, I healed him in many ways. Not just spiritually.
And now John and Martha both look at each other. Wait, what? Well, Clark, does Lionel know about this? No, he just thinks it's some miracle. He's never lied to us before. It is a miracle. Martha!
Yeah, because even John looks back like,
calm down.
Look, I know this sounds crazy, but I really think he has changed. Like, I can just see it in his eyes.
Clark, as far as I'm concerned, Lionel Luthor is never going to change, and neither is Lex. And we're just going to have to accept that. Okay, bud? By the way, mistakes happen. You're the best. Fuck you, John. That is not what you do.
So
horrible parenting. You tell him, if I ever catch you going to see Lionel again, I will make you dream of the days I came to whoop your ass as Jarrell. Don't you ever go and see that person again. Because remember 3 weeks ago in Transference? Doesn't matter what you're saying about timeline right now. I'm going off mine.
6 months ago. No, I'm just kidding.
That's way too much. But when it comes to this, what the hell? There are serious moments. Hey, everybody out there. What was John more angry about? Clark playing football or Clark seeing Lionel? Which one's worse?
One literally got himself killed. Almost got himself killed. Which one was it?
One is trying to kill everybody, including John. How dare you break my fucking records? John is the worst parent. He doesn't care about the things that he should care about, and he just blows up the small things because he's selfish and only cares about John. That was horrible.
Hell yeah.
I was cheering you on, wanting you. Your wife is getting wet right next to you, and you're sitting there going, yeah. No, you don't. You whoop some ass.
Guys.
You set rules in your household. You tell, you whoop some and get the belt.
Y'all triggered this man. Did y'all hear him?
Was insane. What parent does this?
Hey, Martha stood by and just let it happen to you.
Martha's horny.
Okay, what? She's clouded by horniness?
Yeah, because now she knows Lionel sniffed my hair and then he got hot and he blew heat ray out and it burned our tractor. That was for love. That's what Martha is doing right now.
But can you go back in Clark's body?
It just pisses me off.
Yeah, John did drop the ball on this one. But guess what? People are still going to defend him.
Let's go to prison.
Go back to the other cool John Glover, a.k.a. Lionel. Lex is visiting Papa. And Lionel is turning around.
I understand
Dad,
you helped vindicate me.
Yeah. You seem to have done it right behind bars, too. He's like, I just pointed your friend Clark in the right direction. That's all I did.
You still believe I had something to do with this, don't you? No, I don't, Dad. I just assume you must want something in return. Yeah. Selfish piece of shit.
Yes, I do, Lex. I just want to be your daddy.
I'm not helping you get released. No. You don't understand.
No, for real. I want to be your dad.
I love you.
I love you a lot. A little bit.
That is the whole point, though, of him saying, I just want this father-son relationship back. You don't need to release me. I'm a changed person. And Lex immediately just responds, I'm in a generous mood, and you have had miracles happen with your liver. But guess what? I don't see another one happening in the future.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want from me? Like, say I believe that. Like, what do you want from me?
Because Lionel's playing his games.
Yeah, I just want to be your father, Lex. And it's like, okay, is this for real? Like, is he truly like he got baptized and he's like?
This is like the prison inmate who says they found Jesus in prison. They're making that connection to us.
I think, yeah.
Where he says, no, I'm now just a religious person. And then when he gets out of prison and he murders somebody, then he's going to say it was for God.
Hell yeah.
So
God told me to do it.
You guys ever read Warrior Angel?
Yeah. That's the real God. Lex stands up, about to leave Lionel, and he's not going to agree to this, obviously. He takes one last look at him, though. But then he dips.
And Lionel is still putting that reserve sign down.
Looks sad. He looks sad. Yeah, the reserve table.
Guess we
for his
ended
next
our
visitor.
session early.
Now we're going to the farm.
Let's go to the Clark barn.
And we're going to the barn, and Clark is just gazing at the stars, getting walked up on.
And just saying, 13. Really? 13.
Now it's 14. Damn it, Lex. Now Lex is showing up at the barn, and Clark is giving him a cold shoulder already. Lex is like, hey, man, just wanted to say thank you, and I'm sorry. I know you're only trying to help me. And Clark is like,
how long is this going to continue, Lex?
I don't know, man. You know, like, I'm just so horny all the time, and what do you want me to tell you?
I don't want you to tell me anything. I want you to change. To change.
I don't know if I can, bro.
Okay. You know, it seems the only person that you care about is yourself. Selfish piece of shit.
Yeah, dude, what the hell?
There's a whole side of you I don't know about, Lex. The pot calling the kettle black. What are we doing right now?
Clark, bro. He does this so much.
What else don't I know about you, Lex?
It's like, dude, what? You don't know that every day I wonder why I keep going. Why I do the things I do. You know, Shannon might have been loca, but she was right about me. I treated those women terribly, Clark. For real. People died, and I could have stopped it.
Hannah.
Okay. I see that now.
Well, that's a start, Lex. You know, there was a moment the other night, Clark, when that fire she set was coming towards me. I thought, good. Fucking burn me.
Saved the world a lot of grief.
But somehow that fire went out. And you know what? And she was lying on the floor dead.
Broken neck, spine sticking out.
And suddenly, I had a second chance.
Holy shit. The baptism part 2, bro.
The last few days, Lex, I thought your father was being more honest with me than you were. And I hated that feeling.
It's like he's dating them.
I felt like we were enemies. Don't give up on me yet, Clark.
Come on, bud. Don't give up on me yet. And Clark's like,
don't give up on me, Stephanie. Forever, I love you. I don't know the rest of the Grease 2 song.
you missed me with that, bro. I don't know about Grease.
What are you talking about? Twin Stephanie was in the talent show, and then she breaks away from singing about, I'll be yours for winter.
Dude, I've never seen Grease.
All right.
There you go.
I know what we're doing this weekend.
No, we're not.
Clark then stares at him and is like, 13 women.
Can't believe this piece of shit.
Scene ends.
I killed that girl because of you, man. People died. That girl, Eve Andrews, died because of Shannon, and then Clark killed her. So it's all Shannon's fault.
It's all Shannon's fault. What I love too is
Cheated on her fiance because she thought some guy who had a one-night stand loved her. Cheated on her fiance, found a stalker girl that was just still obsessed with Lex, but did nothing physically crazy.
I forgot to mention as well.
She ended up seducing her and killing her.
When she was, she had Lex tied up, and she's like, I had a fiance, and Lex says, I'm sorry. If I would have known, I could have fixed it. What would have Lex done differently?
He would have said, why did you cheat on your fiance?
I didn't know you were married or about to be married.
Maybe he doesn't care. Remember, I think it was Club Zero.
I don't want to talk about that episode.
When
I don't want to talk about that.
the girl was married, the sister.
Yeah, yes, because it was the business partner. I don't want to remember that. What I do want to remember, though, is what did Lex do?
I think he was just following Daddy's orders.
I'm still trying to understand why people just can't get some.
Gasume!
Let's go to the next scene.
Final
scene.
We get our Teague scene. We get Jason coming out of the back of the Talon, and he's going to a nice Mercedes Benz. And he's with Mama now. He's with what is her name?
Hell if I know.
Mrs. Teague, whatever.
It's Gertrude, right?
Well, that's the ancestor.
Yes, this is now Jason. What are you doing here? Every mother has a right to see their son. No, not you. Is it so terrible that I decided to just go and see your girlfriend?
It's the way you go about it.
I'm not going to let you do something to her.
Well, it's like...
Because this is where I ask now. She has done things to other relationships with him.
Well, yeah, remember, because he says that she's controlling. She's tried to control him all his life.
Yeah, but this is a different type of controlling because this is witchcraft.
Yeah, well, I guess so, yeah, because it's just so terrible to want to meet your girlfriend. It's like, it's just the way you go about it.
Exactly.
I'm not going to let you do it this time because this one is different. Like, I like this girl, so I guess,
now,
yeah.
Hold on, now I ask you, Joseph. Is he talking about in person or is he talking about dream?
What do you mean, like?
Is he talking about his mother meeting her in the dream? Or is he talking about his mother meeting her at the Talon? Or both? Because him saying the way you go about it. He's not even like questioning the dream thing. Instead, that's why I go back to, are they a magical family?
I think it's the meeting in the Talon. Like, just abruptly showing up and knowing who Lana is already and meeting her.
Okay, so
I think that's me. Yeah, that's going to be my
I put dream. Okay. And I only put dream because I'm hoping that since it would make the character a little bit better.
I would say I would partially agree as far as because I think he starts thinking of the dream towards the end of this conversation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, he says because it's different.
Lana's different.
Yeah, Lana's different. I will come see you when I'm ready. And Mrs. Teague is just like, when will that be? And he's like, I don't know. But don't come back here. You can't come back here.
I just want you to know, Jason, that I'm really glad that you're happy. I mean, Lana is an enchanting girl.
Very specific wording there. Choice of words.
Almost like magic.
Magical family. She says that.
I can see why you moved.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
She's special.
And then Jason's just hearing her talk, and he's just like...
I knew you would meet someone like her one day, a.k.a. a witch.
Yeah, and he's just like... really looking at her. He finally is like... I think this is where he starts to think maybe about the dream now and the connection. Did I meet her by accident or not? And then the mom, of course, brushes this off and is like, what? Well, yeah, of course you did, Jason. Like, how else could you have met her? And then gives him a kiss goodbye.
And this is why...
And now that raises our hairs, man. It's like, okay.
Lightning striking
with the
storm.
Dream. Yeah, everything. It's like, maybe it wasn't by accident.
Okay, but this is also what I thought here. With him even saying that with her, with Lana. So... this is why you have to be asking questions. What mother would want their son to be with an orphan who ran away from home, who doesn't have a home, who doesn't have a job, who failed art school, and
by cheating,
who gets a tramp stamp, and who just fell in love with a farmer boy? Because obviously when you're this rich, you're going to be able to find out these details of who this person is. What person says, that's who I want my son to meet? Unless there is a specific purpose. So we can now go back to their family, magical beings. She wants it to keep it in the family. So Lana and Jason would make a pureblood that would be like a Zatanna type power. That is what I think maybe the family wants, of why he even thinks, why would you... did I meet her by accident? As if it was like a setup.
Like for fate type of thing.
Like a...
strings being pulled in the back.
Exactly, like it is a wedding where the parents control what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely starting to be... it feels that, yes, something's lingering. There's a setup here. And also, you can even fall in line with it too. Yeah, it has to be some type of magical family, because if that person was in the dream and Lana looks exactly like Isabel Thoreau or whatever, who's to say, this Mrs. Teague doesn't look like Gertrude. Like, it's maybe they're all the same bloodline. So going into what you're talking about.
And that's where it could also connect in with why Jason is weirded out by his mother more than anything. He's rejecting the magic.
Yeah.
And that's what he's doing. And that's what his family doesn't want him to do. And that's also how Lex knows the family. It's essentially just the family that's always been there, where everybody questions like they're the Cullens. How do you look so young? How do you look so great? How do we not motorboat those titties?
Yeah. Kitty cat. And yeah, man, we roll credits on that when the limo drives away. Sorry, when the Mercedes drives away. And shitty episode.
We end on such a high note to one of the best episodes of the season. I'm so excited we were able to do that. Because after Spell, we needed to get that bad taste out of our mouth. Thank God Bondage was here in order to make us get that out.
God, 2 more episodes, bro. 2 more episodes, Taylor.
You need to
and then I get her back.
You need to slow down.
I get her back. But yeah, we roll credits, man. Another week of Somebody Save Me podcast. 2 nerdy idiots. We hope you liked this episode very much. Enough to give 5 stars.
You called the villain autistic. No one is now going to listen.
That's my AK, baby. No, but for real, like, tell me I'm wrong.
AK-13.
AK-13? Whoa. That is wild. But yeah, that's going to be our killer name. Sorry. It just makes sense. Explain the MP3 player with the same song playing over and over again.
Because it's not a trance.
Yeah, it's not a trance.
Maybe that was the song they listened to when they first met.
Even worse.
And she just keeps replaying it over and over again.
Good Lord. We need to get off this episode. We're going to be back next week for Scare, episode 10. Sounds a lot better, actually. Looks like a fear toxin gets released.
Ooh, maybe we have some Scarecrow. What? There's no way.
Cool Superman villain, right?
Yeah, he is the best.
As always, follow us on everything. Leave the greatest reviews of all time. 5 stars, nonetheless.
Stand with us.
Yeah, stand with us, dude. We stood for y'all. Now stand higher with us, okay? Be back next week. We're out of here. We got to stop talking about bound.
Bondage.
I love bondage.